Riding a horse for the first time can be pretty scary, and tacking it up is an even bigger challenge, and it seems like a lot when you first get to it, but it's actually pretty easy. So first, you open up the stall door, you go in to see the horse. You have a halter, usually made of leather, nylon, or rope. You walk in, you put the crown piece over their ears, and you fit their nose through the muzzle hole. You have a long lead rope, and you take them out of the stall into the cross ties. Cross ties are usually 2 long ropes attached to the wood or the walls on either side, and it's usually just to hold them still while you groom them. So the horse will typically be pretty dirty. If they have mud on them, you can use a stiff brush or a curry comb. But if they don't have that, you can just use a soft brush. If they do have mud on them, use the curry comb or stiff brush in small circles all over their body, and then after that, you take a small soft brush and flick off the dirt. Next, you go to their feet, because they often have rocks and mud in their hoofs. You take a small hoof pick, you bend down, pick up each leg, and pick out the mud. You do that all the way around, and you have to be careful about their back end, because they might kick. Then after that, you go get a detangling brush and detangling spray, and you brush out their tail. You have to be careful, you have to hold above the tail, above where you're brushing, and then brush it out slowly in small little increments, otherwise it will yank out their hair a lot, and they will not be happy. From there, you have to actually go to the tack, because that was just the grooming phase. First, you get a saddle pad, and the top of the horse's back is called the withers, and that's where their shoulders meet the back, as does their neck. You put the saddle pad over their back, move it up to the withers, and put it down. Next, you get a saddle. The front of the saddle is called the cantle, the back of it is called the pommel. It'll match up with the saddle pad pretty nicely, just behind the withers. You put that over the horse's back, about 3 inches behind the front of the saddle pad, and make sure the back of the saddle is before the horse's kidneys. From there, if you lift up the underflap of the saddle, it'll have 3 straps. Those are the billets. The girth, which is a long leather or rope string, will attach to the billets. And to spread out the weight of the saddle and the rider, you put it on the first and the third billet. You move it up, hook it onto the billet, first and the third, go around to the other side and hook on the first and the third strap over there. From there, your horse is now tacked up aside from the bridle. You go get the bridle, you put the reins over their head, and then you unclip the cross ties, and since they're unclipped but the reins are over their head, they will not be able to run away. You then remove the lead rope, put that aside, you unclip the halter, put that down, and then you can put the bridle onto them. Like the halter, the crown piece can go over their head behind the ears, and then the cavesson will go over their nose. You can do up the buckles underneath, and then do up the throat latch. You tuck all the leather pieces in, and then your pony is ready to ride. You can have a fun time.